All right, I'm back. Hey, Jeff here. Had a new vinyl come in kind of unexpectedly a couple days ago, and I just wanted to share it. This is not the vinyl in my last video that I was ranting about, not ranting, but kind of raving about that was coming. That hasn't come yet. This is one that I knew was on the horizon. Kickstarter program from many months ago that I knew was somewhere out there, but wasn't sure when it was going to arrive, and it just magically popped in and really excited me. So I made mention of it when I did an artist spotlight on this band, and so if you've watched my videos, you know that I've only done 2 artist spotlights, so it has to be one or the other of the 2 that I've done. It's the 77s. I had mentioned that a while back, one of my favorite 77s album, which it seems like I said that about every one of their albums, More Miserable Than You'll Ever Be. This is actually the 7 and 7 is. So it's sort of kind of like the 77s with other people and not quite an official band release. They released this album back in the late 80s, I guess. 89, 90, I don't know. Song like Miserable, You, The Treasure in You, Come and Gone. So it's kind of like a handful of studio tracks and then some different mixes and live tracks. But the tracks have always been my favorite, one of my favorite releases. So they did a Kickstarter program a while back, a couple years ago, 2014, to release this remastered. They added a bunch of other live tracks to disc 1. They then expanded it into a 2-disc set. The second disc has a bunch of other, like vocal rehearsals, some other songs, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks on here. 1, 2, 4 tracks on here. They're not listed on here as to what they are, but with this new issue on vinyl that came out, I now know that they're a previous to the 77's rendition of a band, same singer. They're listed as the Magnets. So that was really a cool bonus at that time. Now this is one of the bands that when they do the Kickstarters, they always tend to raise a lot more than they have a goal for, so they always end up expanding it into a stretch goal. So they had this, turned it into a 2-disc set, added a bunch of bonus stuff, which was really cool. Then they added the second disc, which is Misery Loves Company. Get it? More Miserable Than You'll Ever Be. Misery Loves Company. And again, there's a couple more songs on here that they aren't listed as to what they are, but they're different style. And it turns out now I know that at least one of them is a scratch band album, which is a scratch band song, which is the band before the 77s. Actually, the first 77s album that came out would have been technically a scratch band album, and I guess they changed the name. So one of the songs from the early days is on here, and then a bunch of other songs that I'm not sure where they exactly come from, but they're just oddities and stuff, and some live tracks. So this was a cool package in and of itself. Then came, hey, now everybody's doing vinyl, let's do a vinyl package. So they did a vinyl package. Same idea, same cover. This is a gatefold similar to the CD. Here's the inner sleeve, which basically would make it look kind of like the CD when you put that over there. 7 and 7 is. You can even see all that. Anyway, really cool. Another idea, another one of the situations where this started off as a single album. They were going to release a single vinyl of the main tracks from More Miserable Than You'll Ever Be. But lo and behold, okay, so the main goal was 10,000, so they could release a bunch of different colors. They have different tiers, different. You can get a basic black, I think I have black, basic color black usually, and then there's like another color that's a little more, and a different weirdo color. It's a little more, maybe a splatter or a mixture. With this one being one of my favorite albums, I kind of went a little more, and I bought one of the higher end colors. So I got this nifty pink and orange mix, which came out really cool. So 10,000, put out the album. Oh, wait a minute. No, the band raised 15,000. Oh, okay. We're going to make it a double album. So they made it a double album. Second album has some of the tracks that were on the second album of this, including the ones I talked about that are now labeled as the Magnets. So it tells you the band name. Plus one that wasn't on this, but was on this. So that was kind of neat. So they pulled one of the tracks from here, one of the scratch band songs, which actually turns out to be another song by the Magnets. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs by the Magnets, and then they dug into their thing and they found one song they put on here that has never ever been released before, and that's called "I'm Dancing as Fast as I Can." Now, that was a little frustrating because I'm like, no, I don't have any kind of a digital copy of that. Well, if you stopped here, so 15,000, let's make it a double album. But wait, if the band for some reason, by chance raises 18,000, let's make a stretch goal. If they raise 18,000, we're gonna make a special 3-song 45 7-inch, a 3-song 7-inch, pretty orange vinyl. 3 more tracks, basically. I guess this is like a scratch band release. So these are songs again that are like 1980. Recorded live. Now, for some reason, I'm not exactly sure why, but they sent me a second copy on yellow vinyl. It's the same thing. It's in a regular sleeve. Same 3 songs on yellow vinyl. So that's kind of cool, having a second copy. But if they raise 20,000, another stretch goal, we're going to release a CD containing these 3 songs plus 1 more. Oh, but I guess something else changed because they made one more. So it's a 5-song EP, even though they projected it to be a 4-song. So it's a CD version of the 7-inch single, and lo and behold, I'm Dancing as Fast as I Can, which is a digital track that was missing from the new album. So, all in one package. We got all the songs on digital, and on vinyl, and on a bonus vinyl, and as a double vinyl, the album itself, and it sounds really sweet. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to give you a little bit of sample of the band, because it's, like I said, it's one of my favorite bands and not many people know about them. So I wanted to share a little bit, so I'm going to pop in some tracks, and I'm supposing I probably won't get dinged by YouTube much. 77s are not like hugely popular, and they don't have major PR people out there tracking them, so I'm hoping that I don't get any kind of busted for that. And if so, I'll just Facebook the singer and say, please tell your label to let it go. Anyway, they're kind of more of their own label, so anyway, it shouldn't be a problem. So let me give you a sample or 2 of these guys. Check them out. They are on Bandcamp. I'll put the link probably in the video here somewhere. You can buy these things on the Bandcamp, and the vinyl I'm sure will be added eventually to that once all of the orders are fulfilled through the Kickstarter. So anyway, wanted to share it. I love the 77s, have loved them for years, and I have, as you see in my previous video, just so much by them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take a listen here.
Of all the friends I've had, you never let me down. But nowadays I see your face, it's frozen in a frown. You've got everything and more than anybody needs to win. More than a waste and more than a shame. It's a sin, it's a sin, it's a dirty sin. I wanna build you up, you wanna tear you down. You're floating up for the 3rd time, baby. Looks like you've already drowned. feel lonely, isolated, cut off from you. I feel uptight, aggravated. What else is new? I feel a whole lot better if I could only talk to you. I give anything to hear you calling out my name, telling me that you love me and you feel the same. Come crash my guilty party, I'm the one to blame. Well, I need you, you. I need you, you. I need you, you. I need you, you. I need all of you and every little thing you do. Yes. You're the one with the perfect skin, unscarred by any passion. I'm the man who's wondering if I'm just this year's fashion. If you say I'm written on your life and